Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Alright, gimana kabar lo semua? Semoga pada baik-baik aja. Hari ini kita lanjut lagi perjalanan kita di LA Noire. Alright. Selamat tahun baru ya. Sekarang udah 2022 aja. Udah gak berasa ya kan. The Fallen Idol. Alright. Buat kalian yang belum ngerti yang cerita-cerita sebelum-sebelumnya, nanti gua akan taruh di link di deskripsi. Seperti biasa, kita briefing dulu.
How was that a case? The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her. Where did this take place? That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street. What?
Okay.
Style line took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Kasusnya deket ya dari kantor polisi.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Langsung aja kita ke TKP.
Try to keep up, Stefan. On my way.
Cepet atuh Stefan. Lama. Coba ya, ini gue pakai stick dulu. Oke. Nah, ini kan enak coy.
Stop just ahead.
Crash site. Wajar. Ada mobil ringsek gitu.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain
Oh,
is
dia
famous now, but the
artis bintang film, cuy.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's being knocked around.
Kid gonna be all
Jadi
right?
penumpangnya
They've taken her to central receiving.
Jessica
Take her
Hamilton.
around, Stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey,
Oke.
out of the way, bub.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop.
Aduh,
Maybe a bit on the serious side.
perempuan-perempuan
What about me,
menggoda
June?
nih kayak
I'm a big
gini-gini
fan
nih.
of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady.
Yeah.
And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, You just leave it to me and my husband to worry about. You were giving me a thorough going over. I was just starting to enjoy it.
This is a big scene, Phelps.
Dari yang kita ajuin pertanyaan ke dia tuh kayak harus ada ininya dulu cuy. Seenggaknya ada clue-nya lah gitu. Biar nggak salah-salah terus gue selama mainin ini tuh kayak ngelontarin pertanyaan tapi kayak nggak ada buktinya gitu cuy. Malu lah gitu jadi polisi. Menuduh tanpa ada bukti gitu.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Apa nih? U68MTL 8MTL. Apa ya? Kayak di belakangnya kayak ada namanya gitu ya, Hamilton gitu ya pasti ya. Anjing. Kolor sokap nih.
Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Ini apa nih tas nih? Oke. Dear Jesse, please dear come home. If you worry about your father,
Long way from home.
don't be. Always forgiving has hot temper. Emang Molly. Oke. Bacot lah. Wah anjir.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Dari kaca depannya sih kayak pecah karena dilempar sesuatu nih ya. Sampai akhirnya yang bagian sebelahnya nih, yang di sebelah sopirnya, karena itu apa namanya, curam ya kan, terjun gitu, brak kena billboard itu, brak gitu kan, kena tuh pala, pecah kali ya, mungkin kayaknya mah.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting mark?
Oh, dia itu properti film ya.
What's it made from?
Plaster of
Prop
Paris would be
shrunken
my
head.
first guess. Then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Oke lah.
I think I've seen it all.
We should speak to Ballard again. She
Apa
might not be
mungkin
telling
ya
us the whole story.
kalau yang di sebelah sopirnya itu tuh, penumpang yang di sebelah sopir tuh digetok pakai properti film itu tuh. Kita dapat clue, kita tanya lagi nih. Suspect Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you
Oke.
just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Injure female passenger. Nah ini nih, passenger ini kemungkinan si siapa tadi, Jessica Hamilton ya kalau nggak salah namanya tadi ya.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton.
Oh iya bener,
Poor Jessica.
Jessica Hamilton.
It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Lau. Bokis aja si anjing.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Nih, kolornya nih.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Lalu kenapa sih berbohong gitu loh cuy, fake shrunken
We
nih.
found a shrunken head that was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Tai anjing.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
Iyalah,
In
lu
case
lu
you
pasti
hadn't
tahu itu
noticed,
dari mana anjing.
I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs.
Okay.
McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs.
Yeah.
McAfee, you are still under the influence
Apa
of
kata lu aja lah,
narcotics.
bacot.
You're likely going into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
Iya.
We're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Kita langsung interview aja lah sama Jessica Hamilton. What the fuck is going on? Gitu loh. Apa yang sebenarnya terjadi gitu di lokasi di TKP.
The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Central Police Station. All right.
Oh, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Oke, makasih cantik.
No, I don't need to be mad.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
Ini Jessica Hamilton ya. Match tuh.
Telephone. Do you know
Oke,
who I am?
tenang aja.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Sorry ya Neng Kita tanya-tanya dulu ye. Jessica Hamilton. Warna mata blue, hair brown. Anjir masih bocil, 15 tahun aja SMP. Passenger crash service Thailand. Oke, crash accident.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Kok lu bisa nggak tahu?
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Jangan bokis, anjing. Nih,
We found
kolor nih, kolor.
your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented,
Okay.
Jessica, you're still underage.
Iya lah, lu masih di bawah umur gitu cuy.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Koplak
You're lying,
aja,
Jessica.
bocah.
How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Nih, lu tuh dapet surat dari mak lu, letter from mother nih.
because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your
Sorry ya
parents'
tadi
permission to be here.
nggak bisa gua ceritain panjang lebar tuh surat dari emaknya tuh. Panjang banget
I
soalnya.
took Junie to this strange place. It's difficult
Kayak
to
skripsi
remember.
gitu.
Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Tuh. Kan association with Bishop nih.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Apa ya? Curigakan sini. Gue jawab apaan ya? Coba X the community aja deh. Nah, doubt deh.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
Ya bener, hari ini apa kemarin? Ah, bocil.
Hunted the two of you over an escarpment.
Tapi cakep sih.
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Lu jangan ini deh. Terus
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie?
mermaid.
No,
Putri
it was
Duyung.
on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Oke, siap.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Lu pulang, Cil.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Oke. Kita buntutin nih.
There she goes. Come on.
Langsung lah. Gas lah. Kuy lah. Mau kemana nih si Jun ini nih? Aus goblok.
A pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Mau kemana sih doi sebenarnya? Oh, sini. Ya elah, restoran.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Enter the cave without being seen. Oh, oke.
Between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Dia ngomong sama siapa tuh?
I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm Wilson's Hotel.
Oh, Wilson Hotel.
Son of a bitch lives in apartment
Bishop, that son of a bitch lives in apartemen. Oke, kita harus cegah
Sure, I got the film.
sesuatu hal yang tidak diinginkan di apartemen Mr. Bishop. Alright. Ini emang perempuan niatnya jahat sih anjing ini emang. Investigasi Bishop apartemen. Let's go.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife.
LAPD.
Or you'd done the job.
Move.
Looking at the wrong.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Awas goblok. Minggir bitch.
Well, now you've either got to stop or put your fucking foot down.
Call 11K, 11 King, a 415
Sorry.
at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel.
Iya bacot.
Westlake Park.
Gua udah tahu tempatnya anjing.
Go to KTPL clear.
Gun it. Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Oh, jadi ya ada terjadi ribut-ribut nih di apartemen ini tuh. Mana sih ini ya? Oh iya benar, Bishop apartemen. Ois, santai anjir.
I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
803, alright. Masuk.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Oke. Ini ya. LAPD.
LAPD.
Mampus lu. Mati lo anjing. Sini gue bantuin. Mati anjing. Dih, si botak belum modar. Mampus lo. Anjing. God damn. Son of a bitch. Anjing, nih rumahnya berantakan amat. Udah tanya-tanya dulu.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm alright now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
Okay.
Just look at this mess.
Apaan nih?
Seems irrelevant.
Oke. Kita cari-cari petunjuk-petunjuk dulu, cuy.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
Oh, ini dia nih apa?
Mark and Marlon
Patung mermaidnya nih.
That's Hopgood's shop.
Apa nih?
I don't think so.
Oh, ini mah kayak piringan hitam gitu ya. Lagu itu mah anjing. Anjir, berantakan amat. Duit tuh.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Udah taro jadi cipet. Ini apa nih?
This isn't what we're looking for.
Itu apaan ya? Box apaan ya? Kayak cerutu gitu sih. Ini apa nih? Foto nih.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Oh. Apa namanya, kayak lokasi syuting lah gitu.
Great Wall of Babylon.
Love
Replica
struggle
of a
throughout the age by D.W. Griffith, The Great Wall of Babylon. Ini apa nih?
Probably nothing.
Oh, gincu. Sisir.
Not sure this means much.
Oke. Saya kalau kayak apa? Detektif gitu, film-film ya. Sisirnya itu kan suka nyangkut gitu kan, rambut. Saya dibawa ke cek ke lab buat cari tahu nih rambut ini di siapa gitu. Apaan sih nih? Mark Bishop, Bank of Arcadia. Oh. Domestic disturbance.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband.
That slut.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Oh, begitu. Okay.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Abuse of Jessica Hamilton.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Enggak, lu dibohongin sama laki
Jessica
lu.
remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know?
Kalau malah jadi
The truth is,
nyalahin kota sih. Kasus lu ya kasus aja
You
anjing.
think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him.
Oh,
I thought he was a genius.
magician with film.
I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Telepon. Coba kita telepon dulu.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Oke, kita udah dapat alamatnya. Lokasi di mana properti itu berasal, cuy. Di mana belinya tuh di mana gitu ya. Salah aja. Silver Screen Prop Makers Workshop owned by Marlon Hopgood. Nah, sekarang kita kesana, coy. Alright.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act. You can drive.
Lu bawalah. Capek gua bawa mulu lah. Nabrak mulu anjing.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McCaffrey.
Ini nih. Anjir, mermaidnya ada teteknya. Let's go. Kita masuk aja lah. LAPD Beach.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Oke, tunjukin gua stage-nya mana. Iya sih, nih properti buat main film-film semua nih. Ini pembuat properti ini, cuy, apa kayak buat film-film gitu. Oh, ini tempatnya.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Diem lo di situ pokoknya. Gue cari tahu dulu nih.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Udah lakuin aja.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Oh. Ada ruangan sisi yang lain tuh di situ tuh.
Huh. Well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Cabul emang nih ya. Si pembuat properti ini nih. Apaan tuh?
Doping a 15-year-old kid and
Coral
abusing her
hydrate
test. What is wrong with
tablets. Dr. Stoneman. Warning may be habit forming. Antidote. Poison. Anjing, racun. Ada something wrong emang bener di sini, cuy. Pala-pala apaan sih nih? Geli gua ngeliatnya, anjing. Ntar, periksa dulu semuanya, coy.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Nggak ada. Coba sebelah sini. Oh, jadi tuh kaca yang di depan sana itu nembusnya mungkin ke sini kali ya, ke kamar mandi, ke toilet ini. Cabul emang nih orang nih, anjing, bangsat emang. Marlon Hopgood, 44 tahun, owner and proprietor of Silver Screen Props.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yeah.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Coba. Wah, pembohong, lie.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Jadah, emang ini jadah. Nih, lo bius kan dianya.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible.
Udah mulai
for what goes
gagap
on.
kan dia. Relationship with Ballard.
What's the
Hubungannya
deal
dia
with
sama
you and
Ballard
June
apa?
Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
Okay.
What made
Boleh,
Bishop change his
boleh.
mind about putting Ballard back into the picture?
A bribe.
What kind of bribe?
Jessica Hamilton.
Okay.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. Need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. Put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. Hold up. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
So this is where you sprang from.
Oh, begitu. Dia menyembunyikannya. Enggak, sini ini mau botol biasa doang anjing. Nah. Oh, tembus ke sini secret camera roomnya. Oh, beda cuy, gua kira ditembusnya ke itu kamar mandi anjing.
I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood. Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Ini mah bukan kayak properti, kayak asli anjir. Nah ini apa nih, film apa nih? Mark Bishop. Ah kan, Jessica Hamilton. Buka.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton screen test?
Kosong. Mana filmnya? Los Diablos. Tembus kemana nih? Oh ini baru nih, yang tembusnya ke kamar mandi kan nih. Gua dasar cabul anjing. Ini nih ruangan rahasianya doi nih. Bajingan emang bener. Where is boats of Bishop?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Truth.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Ada aja gitu kerjaan yang bener tuh. Siapa lagi nih?
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows all is for small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Push. Kalau udah lalu nggak usah kecampur lalu. Anjing. Nyolot si anjing. Kontil. Mampus lo nyet. Mampus lu. Si monyet.
Need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Can you drive to this one?
Bawa. Aduh, habis nambahin orang nih.
Oh, Christ. When they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Jungle drum set. Nih dia nih tempatnya nih.
There's the slippery bastard now.
God damn it!
God damn it.
Bishop, stop! LAPD!
LAPD bitch. LAPD.
11K calling KGPL requesting assistance at 8.
Mana lu bitch?
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
My partner is pursuing
This is all a
suspect
big
on
mistake.
foot. Code 3 KGPL.
Bangsat nih orangnya. Mana lu anjing? Woi, berhenti gak? Wah, nggak nyerah dia si anjing.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice. I didn't do anything.
I do anything. Kalau lu nggak berbuat apa-apa, kenapa lari anjing? Wah. Anjir, parkour. Udah kayak Assassin's Creed anjing. Anjing, ditendang bangsat. Monyet.
Bishop, that's enough. That girl made it all up.
Berhenti woi. Tai lu. Lompat. Nah. Lompat goblok.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
Lompat.
It's June Ballard. She's blackmailing me.
Kenapa nggak tembak aja sih ya? Apa kita butuh dia hidup-hidup kali ya?
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Freeze!
Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
Freeze! Put your hands up.
Quietly, just don't. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Aduh. Ada cecere gini anjing.
Save McAfee's boys the trouble. Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Awas lu tipu-tipu lu. Bantai lu. Bodor sama gua.
Christ, detectives are trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Mana sih? Oh di situ anjing, nggak kelihatan bangsat.
Reinforcements are on the way.
You're pretty brave as this, dead man.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Mampus lu bitch.
It's this way.
LAPD. You're making a big.
LAPD.
For God's sake, I don't want to die.
LAPD, bitch. Mampus lu modak.
I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
McAfee's got.
It's this way.
Halo. Aduh.
God, they're everywhere.
Mampus lu kena kan? Kena lu. Sabar tolol. Oh tuh dia tuh. Kena lu. Nyet.
This is insanity.
Mana tuh Bishop? Mana tuh si Bishop? Mampus lu nyet.
There's a ladder leading to the ground. I don't want to die here.
Iya bacot, tolol, monyet.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
Wall down. Those barrels at the base of the elevator.
Aduh, banyak banget lagi anjir. Mampus lu. Mampus lu. Aduh, topi gua jatuh. Mampus lu. Nyolot. Mampus. Boom. Yah. Ambruk. Oh ya, tadi gua ledakin ya.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Topi. Pakai, nah gitu dong. Nyolot anjing. Mana situ? Oh tuh dia di atas. Mampus lu nyet. Tai. Mana lagi?
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Woi, banyak amat. Mampus lu, nyet. Mampus lu. Mampus lu.
I need someone to cover my 6 right now.
Mampus lu.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for stitch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice, capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Anjir, naik jabatan kita. Emang bangsat emang deh si Cole Phelps ini.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
The Blue Room Jazz Club. Anjay.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Anjir.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
Dia baru naik jabatan, ngerayain party.
Leroy, be nice to him. You'll like
Mari
this
kita
place.
mabok.
They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
Table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can.
Rasis nih dia nih, main negro aja anjing.
She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me.
Tuh.
Don't ever tell me what to do.
Kalau rese.
You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives.
Tai, ini temennya nih anjing. Rasis anjing.
Real friend, Harley. We went through it all. You realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
Anjay.
Another fascist from the LAPD.
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me and then
Tai, main negro aja anjing.
who do you think you're
Buset.
talking to, you German junkie whore?
Oh, dia cewek Jerman anjing. Enak aja main ditampar-tampar aja anjing.
Doc, how's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here.
Oh, ini di dokter-dokter psikopat nih anjing. Yang suka ada di itu tuh apa?
Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood.
Yang suka kita lihat flashback di koran itu cuy. Stres dikit bius. Anjing emang bangsat. Case report. Case closed. Alright. Six months later, the red lipstick murder. Waduh. Oke, segitu dulu perjalanan kita. Anjir, capek banget anjir. Ini teka-tekinya makin kesana makin apa ya? Menurut gue makin rumit lah, makin alur ceritanya juga makin kompleks ya kan. Apalagi ini kan ada alur ceritanya ada flashback segala gitu kan. Ya sampai saat ini dan detik ini gue mainin ini Noire. Ini gila sih tantangannya, bukan tantangan sih, ya tantangan lah salah satunya. Kayak mainin ini tuh teka-tekinya kita tuh didorong untuk harus berpikir dulu lah sebelum memberikan pertanyaan gitu. Harus ada bukti gitu loh sebelum, jangan asal nuduh gitu. Alright, oke segitu dulu video dari gua. Jangan lupa share, like, and subscribe. Gue Iqbal Nuriksan. Adios amigos.